Onua 95.1 FM. John Kapi, head of public affairs, WAEC. My Mr. said, "Dina maboni ya naija Martin."
Yeah, yeah.
Pacho, edina maboni ye.
Pacho, maboni ye.
Sani bono Kapi.
Yes.
Akwaba.
Yeah.
I said, now Samuel, you've been in the news, panty. Yes, I mean, questions are flying left, right, center. You hardly hear why. Go back to why KBA and collect transfer na examination or practice be hon sema bana yatimon kakakra. Apart from that, you don't hear much from WAEC. WAEC, Nema to say, are things improving or things are worsening when it comes to examination here in Ghana?
That's it. So far, yeah, Nyoma improve on our part as a council. We boy home and say, Juman ye ache. Nti afibia yesua bibi fi ade aye no nti o hwa ye de nyoma bebre atudwase na be ya yadwuma na be ekọ anim na me hwa de ye de atu anim a ye pese ye de yetumi aya ma bibia ye yie na nyoma bi wa bonten so atosi kakra ye gu so ye hu adwuma
mo examination no mo ye ma countries be do say.
Okay, so far 5 member countries and sorry no na yeah, well, international exams and national exams. National exams near BEC because any country specific. Now, about international exams now, WAS, West African Senior School Certificate Exam. I don't know all the 5 member countries, but BEC they country specific.
Examination or practice. The last BEC, I heard say WAEC say this is the highest. If you want to compare, especially is that what it is?
Within the period I hear Chichi Nkrofono, within the first 3 days, Nkrofono 15 or so. That was quite a record. Well, now, I feel now Nkrofono fee all areas of the country about until I feel now breakdown and but actually it was quite scary. Initially, Nyoma Yehu na Yehu kakra.
Is it that within more office and our Ghana Education Service, something is wrong somewhere? Now, I say a new, curriculum and also Musianti, things were a bit difficult. Is that what brought about this increase in sa chronodineba and Sophie Moana say Moankasa na Monya Muniemei?
Well, you can look at it from 2 different angles. First of all, a year new curriculum na yehujuma idea a year for nkolano sheda enya past questions are omode be eboa won ho ye syllabus ye sanso ye sample questions and the teachers omotumi e de aboa nkolano which are the new year you can set questions along certain lines am nkolano nti bibia foforo bia no ho e wo problems kakra na em say nkolano nkasa feel so umenya enough testing on the new or the core curriculum today but for now the official information matter media forecast I can want some but then after na ye mark new year chief examiners be catch and say okay we share bia English language bia mathematics subject ya anko ye bia to sing akra na nklano responses no kire say bia ya nkyerɛ madi ya na say mante nyoma no bia si ntina akobanisa so eno nanche na ye hwa as a lot of anonymous calls every crofo bi wa you say a particular district or majisika edema from district exams officer down to the invigilator in the classroom say on person oboa nkolano and we localized nyoma ekoso now once a band social now we are let's say it's a partnership. Previously we BEC yeah printed questions near their regional directors no one such my districts na eko but do be nice and you be nkoyi okay this time around
that's a question need to me leaky
Nchoma say in that case to yema a white frankers and conduct examination okay young for the nurse one you be call bibia in the country ntebeya you be to me a compile a print edia ba at least examination depot now from examination depot no to centers na die mumma yankrofo na omumwa emenya sejuma na ehona nyoma no ACC because be wa I didn't do why you monitor them because each day we are online. yeah, anonymous calls. We subscribe to some of those what Telegram pages is by 9:04 na adenaba out. Meanwhile, yeah,
questions ni be a
WhatsApp and as a Telegram pages.
Wow.
Now normally there a woman is YMBA examination depot before at least 45 minutes to the commencement of the paper. Until be about 8:15 near BA. Now code I would be a bag if you had never. So there's no way. Yeah. And about 8:15, then we send the code from here into all the combination padlocks. No code if you are into bia if you have more than one network, a Joe number, then we send it.
Quick one on that. A universal code, Anna. Is that a universal code?
It's a universal code, yes, cuts across, yeah. Okay. Into a answer with me be or padlock. So we keep monitoring from time on be padlocks up to the timer. Papers no and Colana Shasia exams. Now what's 9:04 now? BC Shasia 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So by 9:04 the no Shasia.
No my be that. That's our code no quarter.
Then na umetra. Na afi the who say do na teachers are.
That's no now Colana started that.
No started that. So you cannot consider that as leakage, no. Na ye who say dodo na etwa omo schools platform ebia meni nkrofo be chira do be invigilator nti e ba me twa na de amane omo
no more solve the questions no magic.
They send it back to me na me so much chairman kola.
That's smart.
These are the challenges. We're big challenges.
Yeah, it is. It is. Tonight invigilators, but sometimes in fact earlier na ebisunya no before the examination day. I no it was like a leakage from your place.
That is true. So once a paper number even before the bags are open, that's a leakage. Because then Ebiana will be either say we trying a bag and I say be from the printing press or be to me enya bibia or the ato abonting. Now
did you have one specific printing press or printing more exams in?
For now we have one specific printing press. First need use commercial printing presses. Because the Jumana Dawson, now your press so extra. But right now we have expanded it. So for the past 3-4 years, everything is done in the house.
It's
within, yeah. Until you were big printing press, who right inside where just up once and we pay. And I won't fashion soon raho. And then we have a WAEC security, we have Ghana police, we have NIB also around there. And there was security cameras all over the place. To corner say, oh, hope some could be and yeah, or wona rabedi.
Have you had cause to sanction some of your people? WAEC?
So far,
not Ghana Education Service.
So far, no. The reason being that when there's a rumor say we are out, you investigate and get to a dead end because amount for kasa could be biana, person make kasa you do whatever you want. As we speak, as at last 2 weeks, for to be a share NIB. You be some bibia they will
last 2 weeks. More officer now say
no. Omufi abonting.
Okay. Omuye teacher for.
Omuye teacher for. They are people who are mint
Goro boys from area.
Not within WAEC. Not within WAEC. But a beer abonting because profana echiwo mono. They are not even within Accra. Omuni Accra. Outside Accra. But yeah, leads been ye deal with chia near Kosomu. Now with that one, there was in Troy, the Afini Babatro, near Liberia for dear. So had even laid hands on Liberian questions, only God knows.
Liberia for actual exam, maybe.
Or maybe. I'm marking crimes or Marsha.
They had the questions before.
They had the questions before. So they had to reschedule. I think 2 papers or so, yeah.
Wow. But recent examination, as I said, no. Now more threatened said you probably would take over the invigilation. Was it just a talk and I said you really considering that?
It's something that is under consideration. This is not the first time we have observed that thing. Now, Afi say is taking a different turn altogether. Now, as I said earlier, a partnership between us and the Ghana Education Service. We will do everything, the technical, Now, more provided supervisors than vigilators. But Omona Sabi, this time around, they are the big challenge that we have. And say, but all of these have budgetary implications. You need money because then you have to pay them good money. I was say, it's a kind of agreement. We don't be agreement. We can just, dismiss you there and then. I feel so. A teachers work classroom and class and do na their cost no mompe. So if we have any such thing, I'm sure say benya teachers we can use them as a base. Not say be about for be peka credit can it don't want to come here to me juma no senior I was here no.
And when is this going to?
Well, it is still at the teething stages, if I may say so, because WAEC is non-profit making. All our money comes from examination fees. Until if examination fees come and we look at what we can use for, printing, supervision and whatever. Now, after we know that, okay, we can get this quantum of money to be able to engage individual or independent invigilators or supervisors, we should be able to do that.
When you engage this GES teachers now, because you said you won't also, so you most seeking support from GES to give you people to do the invigilation. Now GES would say, okay, so I gave you people. The rest is with you. Whether there's leakage, there's this or that, no. So bibi koswa, do you have anything you do with the people, as in, i.e., any education be and not training be, so that some of these things it keeps going on every year? Ote BC was every year. Yes, yeah, Pepe.
Well, the NSA, yeah, normally we invite the district director, invite district exams officer. So invigilators, we engage about 19,000 this year only, invigilators. Until Untimin Kaso Bia Mrakra Naso Monko all the regional capitals. There are a lot of budgetary implications as well. Until your friend, your district director, district exams officer, call Miamia Bibria, your name say at least we can break them into groups. Now, what we call briefing. We are briefing New Year. Any question they have, they ask. Now, what we ask is whatever you've heard from here. Replicate same to invigilators so there is actually, and there's a manual for that, all the things that you can do, what you cannot do. You catch from my friend. So in our last press briefing, I said this time around for all supervisors and invigilators, no mobile phones around the examination center. All right, now apart from this training, Osha Ebiamemako, I'm in charge of an examination depot in a district. About 15 centers under me. One person, I cannot go around. Jina debia obetia ye pa amount for maybe NIB, Ghana Police Service. Yeah, monitors a call round on so monitor. So as for the training
means
we
that
do,
you don't have direct contact with the invigilators, like individual invigilators in every center. You just deal with the top.
We deal with the top, and we feel that it should trickle down to basically because I, as a supervisor, have been at the training, so if there's anybody or me, I should be able to call them to order. But supervisor, and
the supervisors are district.
No, they are from within the district, but the district director is in charge of the administrative area, and our supervisors are more under him.
District director, Ghana Education Service.
Yes. Nti no obia sabi in the course of the exams not to make call round. Even within the district, for call round now, also check it on these invigilators and supervisors. But I don't know how effective that is.
Meaning, you think the training doesn't trickle down the way it's supposed to be?
It's not so much about the training, but the attitude of the people. Yeah, because Otis no more check. I had audios. I have them in the office. What do you call it? Anonymous letters. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any along. I'm for sending messages, and so you also send our underground people to investigate. Emuna etimiche nkrofobi.
Nipa 2 now.
Last year, not only 2. Yeah, Chinkrofobi 21.
Wow.
These are supervisors and vigilators. Apart from that, Chinkrofobi 11 teachers they had nothing to do with exams. So now to school bus and so much share. Ebi cry coach mo asori dem mo. Now solve questions no microphone no coach mo. All these based on tip of a man for free catcher and say mo fa asia mo yesi ko asia. But then we cannot be everywhere at the same time.
Is it peculiar to Ghana? Most of us say, you said 5 countries. You can't have 5.
Yeah. It's not peculiar to Ghana only. It's not peculiar to Ghana.
Out
only.
of the 5, where the other was?
For now, you mean to me because Shianka say Italian and I say maybe
more previous records.
Oh, we have previous records. Not that I can recall right now, but say it be a comparison along those lines there. Yeah, shedan yebisa.
Right.
This was I mean any day.
We can assume. We are just assuming. You are just assuming that it probably might be Nigeria, but you are just assuming.
Yes, but
it might not be the case.
Trust issue with most of your invigilators are more grounds.
Invigilators in terms of more classroom
more supervising the exams.
Oh yes, we've had situations ye be a few when I'm not so to say obi ejuma so you can ask them to leave there and then you call the district exams officer, I want a replacement for this person. It me and sir.
Abai the boka.
Oh yes, I buy Indian cars for that one, yeah.
Kwalani so hene mamake.
Yeah, market. I think you last Monday year. Now there are processes you go through and sana ya market.
What are the processes? Because we heard say mo say abai demoka when tuya mo market.
Oh, yanka say when tuya ye market ye say ye nyeska ni bianka ye ntimi enko so nye adwuma. There are two ways of expressing that. The woman is
but you know see what.
Well, but I said, yeah, market. I said, what threaten Obi, and I said that kind of thing. But no, we have no right to threaten anybody. The woman said, "You nearby Jumache, until there are meetings. You hold a friends to make sure a home crat. I come home and say, okay, you do start saying, you hear scary. You will say, and I said, yeah, you will say, initially, the very first one, I said, I share bees in us, and that was true. In this country, did to John Maiska be to me at the organizer as I'm saying.
But Mr. Before you continue, is the contract with Abai, is it do the job before you take your money, or pay upfront, we do the job?
Mean to mean, I say you were contract with government. It's probably just a verbal kind of agreement. Say, okay, previously now for WAS in particular, candidates need to 100%. About B's, I said those times was 70-30. I think I bind to 70 now. Students need to 30. I stand to be corrected with those percentages. But this time around, government
absorb
100%, both for BEC and for WAS. Until year registration new year, then we indicate say okay for this year we have this candidature. I think say
2,000.
We have about 2,000 candidates that are supposed to write. For 2024, I think it was 383,532 for WAS only.
WASI, best starting August.
5th August, yeah. No, you are not your born letter. So okay,
you said 300 and what?
383,532.
383,532.
Yeah. So we send a bill to the government. Now, even before then, you were budget meeting. You draw a budget now. You defer through what do you call it? Parliamentary Select Committee on Education. Then from Parliament it goes to the Ministry of Education. Now for budget reading in the year. So until by October this year, our budget will be ready. So by November, some kind budget. So. Time no swan so okay, based on the budget we brought to you, we need money to start
the process.
That. So okay, we will give you this.
So it has never been do it, we'll pay.
No, not we haven't gone because where do we get the money to start? Until the homes no actual so we are going to start this into a year's 2 months. Okay, you're afraid you're director of finance. Can't pick up this check for this or can't pick up this check for that. Sano mutuan and kakrasa till we finish the process. Everyone scan be akem. Nti na nkrofo no bi nso yentimi ntua wonka. Those who have offered services.
But BC mo dan ka.
Oh yes, we had to because scanning ni ho. There was no way. One said.
And I buy back so I'm 8 said then I must say there be 47.
Yeah, it was true. The first year buying was 47.125, and then some
80.
No, it was
but
not.
See, I do 70 something.
No, right now, no, they are banning about 55.8. 55.8.
We have been informed, said 2 weeks ago, they paid you some money. And they become home and 70 something.
They paid some money because we have started processes for WAS.
And then you BC Kai or
And no near BC Kaiwo. And no on my promises as a last Monday, I think today's Monday, last week Monday, young Crawford minister share and no or share boss said they know the owers they are going to pay money for the marking to begin. Until that assurance is there. All right. Now Sebi omu empenyu for omo share bound to me say, okay, tell me specifically and then eba na such neighbor. Ya kosa nyum no ebi moda. So we think say Emrano so now somebody buy fine, then we'll go ahead and then we'll start the process.
Start your market.
That's correct.
The BC na kasa naka.
I think that we've done about almost about 56 point something percent. So we still have some 40 something percent.
For if I say 44, 43 there about
something like
percent
that.
So the social for BC.
For BC.
What's in so what
I think it's a little above 12%.
Hey, then so you
way below.
So you just say about answer.
Well, once no afeni ashasia yeah printing. Nti say bibi ewa omde beka ho I'm sure say once omo sometimes obabontin say it's difficult to make categorical statements because omo diska kakraba in a week or two no mas in the beka ho another we don't be
so August 5th Monday way 2 weeks.
Yes, 2 weeks.
And then the 2 weeks and wasi almost started by a 12%.
About that, yes.
Which is very destructive. And
well, and sometimes these figures are there. If you are many say, if you are middle office, not director of finance, I'm going to the ministry. Almost a mama be. So that is how the monies come in trickles.
Is that how it has been since? Since they absorbed that sikana. Yes,
omo emfane nyina mau at once, no, but they pay it in bits.
Now I'm talking about BC, the one we wrote last year. When you compare last 2 years as to when they started absorbing now, and then they kaya diana said last year so
here I become we follow up and then okay, the baba, you know, that kind of thing.
Become quite.
Oh yes, one said sometimes okay, we are bringing this to you at this time, so you can start. And you can send your personnel to the field to go and start doing the job. If you obey na personnel na your mudi, then the examiners then we have to be asking this kind of bar and send it to meet your examiners. So if you were following a year, examiners be sending threatening messages, you know, say here and there. Well, have been by sort of fault. Those times now need a fees. No.
I will follow. Once you pay on time,
we pay you and then you are gone.
Then they are buying GA. I can't go on. Is the job becoming difficult?
It's difficult, yeah, because once you deal with human beings, in Crawford bar. After no be story be cash so okay montren ASC the beba na after work can finish because where demand they want so demand and baby akwa just can so no ba in trickles and a man be brave be kakra near their bro or share we e be so him for anti ba sometimes you have to sit down and draw your scale of preference. Say okay yenya maybe 10 million, okay one e betimi atua neka na atua omoka, then wait for another tranche to be paid, and then we settle the others.
Do you pay in dollars? Do they pay in dollars?
No. It's all Ghana cedis.
But it's a depreciation against and then man amokokotonas against the Kana Modeno.
No, it's a serious challenge because I said the last time any media forecast said previously now objective answer cards. So say obi beside say why do you place order for your card from outside? It's about the scanning machines. My better scanning machine until me better card no so I'm cotton baby your machine does not pick the paper to scan for the objectives. Until yes, and you have to look for the paper from the source. All right. About pencils, you don't be okrum. But you don't get the quantity I'll be to me a day amount obia all the candidates on metro. Now pen obi some so now pencil they say be ojo to me to. But the point is that once say which shady way now say person was a answer now you must be able to rub it off completely. Yes, sir, the computer or market has two answers. And you score nothing.
Yeah, pencil no which shady way now paper it to me tuntum.
But the other bano which shady way now so person to me papa money in our court then you shade another answer. Say your choice sir. Now when you know I was say your crafty manoni. Now yes and say yeah budget now we consider some of these things, exchange rate, inflation and that kind of thing. Now what to me order in term and yeah it will come by sea. Now what to me ajewon your mana, you know, but one order in term then sometimes you have to use air freight and that is about 3 times the original cost of coming by sea. So these are some of the challenges.
There's a cano a cha na a bomka.
A boyanka. That's
true.
Well, scan bar and say at the end of the day, no, I say, okay, what do you mean so called? Then you clean your slate and wait for the next.
So why your budget that? Into budget, no, into say,
all right, say, as for the deficit, there's always a deficit, yeah.
See, Mama Boka. What's it?
That's true.
Now, most say computer and market objectives.
Objective, yeah.
So there hasn't been any day when no people mark the.
No. Objective. Say the only time I be a manual scoring is say be obi your friend one more irregular candidates be a entry no or manye. Nti yentumi am printing the objective answer card. Now oba center I want to make say no woman intro. So you allow them to circle the answers question paper no so nti a banner say a check entry na say it's true. It be all paper 2 but paper 1 no near. Then we manually shade and then we take it there for them to also scan the same way. Not that physically no. Hey, it's work.
But not first teacher for the market.
I will say teacher for almost candidates near at most 100.
No, I'm talking about normal elections, like from
right,
exactly.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't know, but Mente say Nipa Maki Bisada maybe before I join the council. I maybe join the council for the past
computer the market.
Yes, computer the market. Yeah.
It's a computer in the yeah, and then collateral so here I'm market, I'm also market.
Oh no, and no. As for scanning, you can scan and no microphone there. Yeah. Sometimes what to make campaign microphone or more in 2 shifts or 3 shifts. Sorry, 1 shift comes up to 6 p.m. and 6 p.m. to midnight to 6 a.m. just to beat deadlines.
So we will not have a repetition of what the BCE candidates went through. Because now they pay 12% and we have just 2 weeks. And the crack until 1 week, 6 days.
So send them they can you be then they'll call you, come and take this, come and take that. To
say but if do you have a deadline in which the Kalen Maya it could cause a problem?
Normally, dispatch and for at least 4 days to the commencement of paper. No, send by will be able to can be able to me could be also do now. I'm not so to me the papers now, man. So yes, and I say within that period, na scanning my idea. But normally we write. Now it so now a delegation goes. Now catch them say this is what it is. These are the challenges we have. It
means that from the 1st of August, I mean at least, how much do you expect to be paid when it comes to WAEC examination?
Wow, that's
50%, 60 or 70?
No, 50% would do because there are a lot of cost. What do you call it? Heads along as you go along. Ebia microphone or more kono or this number. Ebia baby more koda the police for or more escort also car and a lot of other costs. So I believe, Sabia, if we get about 50%, why not?
So conductors will be able to cater for the process till the commencement of the exams.
Yeah, because you are yeah printing. But again, one said normally say say now say scanning we indicate critical costs from the time we start the printing to the time I conduct the exam. Say we need this amount to be able to go through this process.
So you'll be able to write.
To ONS, okay, you can take this and start. Then with time they'll call again, come and take this and continue. Come and take this and continue.
WAEC Public Relations Officer and Etchin Komo Hayo near 95.1 FM and Che and BEC in Colletro. Now what you need? You just started marking. Yeah, you hear quite say Colletro, you did about Meko school, dear. Yama date ya Meko school. You just started and have a placement and you didn't to have pesos son you yan in Nuno, Crabak and Ukraine. Near whom baby I didn't ever quack see and won't come on. And yet you train now, you train come on now. Was sober a faith. Moton examination pass questions.
Oh yeah, they don't pass questions.
Anybody at all can buy, including government.
Yes, anybody at all can buy pass questions. Yeah.
From the last 4 years, 5 years, what's the results? Has it improved, or performance has gone down?
Usually, we're marking now. We do a comparative analysis per year by core subjects. Unfortunately, I don't have my statistics here, but certainly, improvement in some areas. It's just around the same level. Which are subjects like social studies, cultural, English language marginal, mathematics is marginal. Science is up a little bit. Yes, there has, if in terms of figures or percentages, yes, Akosro. Yeah.
In terms of the way you expect the student to answer the questions.
Well, the way they should answer the question is another way of analysis. But share
performance,
let's say performance, grade A1 to C6. Okay, social studies a cost by about 12%. Science is 0 point something. Mathematics is also 0 point something. If the English language is gonna buy about 6 or something percent. These are just I'm just giving
within that same
specific.
years, 5 years, 4 or 5 years, compared to before. Leakage, has it increased or?
Leakage is a thing of the past now, because now we have our in-house printing press. We police the place 24 hours. In Tinyadia, problem.
Exams malpractice.
Exam malpractice, yes, it's been a problem. BCC a course through. Okay, yeah, was a nyantroy into BS Emrenoswan Yebehu. But already no amount for statistics and anonymous messages. We will even add their names. Now my request is that we should keep their names intact. They've mentioned some areas for higher plans. For what here? My plans on person see scam person mojeje and this animal. So we have all that information. We're not even patch for me to me to draft for now.
But regions being at least. If not the district, you can talk about the region.
Difficult to tell. That's difficult to tell. It's for now you per se you keeping on, and then my microphone so
investigate
we also time the band teachers call you. My line is a hotline. Teachers free. Uma catch us say on this date kohase say. The answer you microphone now you're monitoring so sometimes they actually discover the
some
real
of these
thing.
Things
Withheld results, cancelled results, they're all based on this information that we get.
Some believe say monkwa na moye exams as a it's not helping Ghana. Like we should allow others to, also come in with this examination, whatever. I don't know, I know you've heard some.
Yeah.
What would you say to that?
One said, of course, if it's about, let's say, specific question, meno atransi later obinso set or a different question along the same lines. You tell me say it's not the same question. That is true. But then about the type of questions, quality of questions will be a particular subject is not compiled by Ghana. Subject officer compiles a paper no only Ghana has say. Maybe our Nigeria, maybe our Gambia, maybe
and set questions, no?
Yeah, or set their brain. We also set for other countries. And a banner I want to make us say, yeah, you bet you na ya gumwa, I too easy, am I and colano. It doesn't happen that way. Apart from social studies and integrated science, Ghana specific. All the other subjects, you can have somebody set the questions from Liberia, set the question from Nigeria, set the question from Gambia. Nom de Abraham and Kola natural. I think we examination now, you dear friend, international preliminary coordination. Prelim coordinator, experts in the subject are Umushia. Agree on marking schemes, and it's an international panel. And you Ghana from Kwana, Ghana chief examiner, Nigeria, Nika, Gambia, Sierra Leone, and Liberia. Into movie and say, the marking schemes that is what we use across the whole country. So a back grading now, we call it grade awards meetings. Grade awards meetings, so there are international panels that work on this. Into these are our grade boundaries. From this percentage to that percentage, we score this just so that we maintain the international coloring. The registrar of council, registered to council, is aware of all of these. It is still an international examination that.
Is there plans to? I don't know, because with our examination we do, if you want to go to school, Abrochi, UK, US, I don't know about other countries, the two is what I know. You need to go through another grading system there before you are able to.
Well, one said they have their own standards. Excuse me. They have their own standards used in measuring these things. Now, feel so okay. You've done senior high school. What is senior high school? In their setting, they don't have senior high school until they make you to meet another exam or test. So, na ya confirmation from yana so scratch card. No more check results online before they give you the opportunity to enter into any of the universities. Is their prerogative.
By BEC,
BEC is local. Ghana from natural BEC, it's not an international exam. Now, and also BEC technically a selection exam for placing people
into secondary schools,
senior high schools. Until you cannot use that for any international.
It means say for how be ama.
Just say will determine another way you're pushing Kulan into senior high school. Yeah, percent wholesale there, but when you a bunch I know WAEC doesn't have a say in that.
I know, but because you're examiners, that's why I'm just, I'm as an examiner, you are part of the stakeholders. If Abine decides that this is what they want to do, what would you advise?
And you'll be now or academically inclined. Now we have TVET, we have what do you call it, STEM schools, and all of that. Now, your name said previously when I was in Mimiko Saito, so Omomoko after pieces could write so village school be.
Where he
This is in the northern region.
In the northern region. Yes. And now, of course, secondary school.
Tamale. St. Charles Secondary School, Tamale. So, those times we were middle school, to me called technical school.
Yes.
We were from 5 now, say, wanted to be called polytechnic now because now, and I said teacher training college because academic line no and yet dear. So, make me feel so we BC now. It helps for placement. Also be an more intimate fanonko into straight academic work. Be obet me akusians and rejume be obebina. And as your core technical school or to me because many nkola or more what you call visual arts in senior high school or movie man could be they are doing drawing art along the roadside. They are earning an income. It be a later because okay or quite specializing in one particular area. Within the Juma or I believe there should be a certain cutoff point for those who go into secondary school. Now, Obia, of course, secondary school M1 no na ya pay baby amono so akono akoye de obetimi aye.
No na bo ankasa. Ma man kwan the final words. Ya odi ejai kwan. braso.
Yeah, but now come my 1 second pen and come Mr. Final
Be say.
Are you under pressure? Say, mon passing crano, BC, mon passing, no muntuminia access to secondary school from pressure from the government or under any form of influence?
No, there's never been anything like that. On say a panel and a share a draw marking schemes. No, now your draw marking scheme na a standard for every examiner in the country. Until you're being to be in mathematics, there more marking is say. Meanwhile, say you swap scripts no. Until Accra examiners don't get to mark scripts of Accra candidates. Yeah, Pete Emma Obia across the country. There's a standard marking scheme I use. Until you've been to make
so nobody can give you pressure.
No.
Your final words.
My final words is a mano ya show made. Omuni madio, we should underrate them. Omoni madia ombetumi akwa control na pass
exam questions ya na too much.
No. Mamika say me sure there have been situations marking obehwe na akola na true answers so bia no etwem control different thing na the only control na correct
and correct
meanwhile we copy obi there and that one is wrong because it runs through a lot of scripts to be very frank with you me bia or say or person or examiner you recruit no or the first time of mark you say you are making us to punish our students power. I'm saying the marking scheme is friendly. The marking scheme is friendly as compared to the other man. Whatever is in the exam, you from the wait to me. And I'm saying internet you can use internet to learn. Until say they can write exams and pass. Until na omunye preparation enko examination hall sikaje gi anyway no emwo bia ye dachi na ehwe o ye krom ha ya ye krom obi anfe bia ba ne yema enti ya ma nkola no antrance ensua de amba empanyi pa ene ya ne be breda ye dachi
yo ye fancy e ne din e de John Kapi or head of public affairs WAEC ono na na pay ye ne twetwe nkomo eja nyamishra why
amen
e ka no so de mo night Moka dine do dia asem tese yehunu na mansam atua dia asem korede ya wasi no so ya 5th August wa na so wade aboso ahwe mutua obi azuma me da se na ya brefo danso enemy din
Onua 95.1 FM. Yeah, Junimo.